Hey, how's it going? How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a good week. It is Halloween week, as I'm calling it. I guess a lot of other people that enjoy Halloween would probably be calling that too. Um, it is actually Devil's Night, I guess. It is October. I don't know why to think. What month is it? It's October 30th, 2024. If you're watching this video in the future, some point. But yeah, it's October 30th. Tomorrow night is officially Halloween night, which unfortunately I didn't have the foresight to book it off and book off Friday like I normally would and go out. Kind of taking it slow this year. It's not because I'm getting to be an old fart and just not wanting to go out. I do want to go out. It's just I'm going out on Saturday. There's an event Saturday that I'm going to, and I'd rather use my money then. And yeah, that's about that. But I'm continuing on with doing this Universal Monsters week. Sort of Universal Monsters. Most of it will be the Universal Monsters. Last night I did Dracula, and the night before that it was Frankenstein. Tonight I'm going to be doing the Mummy and Wolfman. Um, I'm doing both because I don't know why I keep looking down. Well, I guess because I got stuff in front of me that I'll be showing off. But I'm doing them both because I don't have as many figures as I do of Dracula and Frankenstein, so I can do two in this one video and just have a normal runtime. Otherwise, they'd be very short, boring videos. But anyway, if you want to help me out and hit that subscribe button. Yeah, that wasn't even a Canadian accent. I don't even know what that was. But yeah, if you want to hit that subscribe button, that would be really fantastic. Help me get up to us to 1,000 subs, and maybe hit that like button, a comment below, and talk about your favorite Universal monster films or Universal movies. It doesn't even have to be a monster film. It could just be a film. I mean, it's a big company. It's been around a long time. Lots of movies. But anyway, let's get on with this video. I'm gonna start off with something. Well, I'm gonna start off with the Mummy, but the first Mummy I'm gonna show isn't actually the Universal Mummy. It's one with Christopher Lee. This is this one actually a Hammer film? It must be, right? I mean, he did all the Hammer films and also who else is it? Peter Cushing. I only question it because no, it says Warner Brothers on it, but Warner Brothers might have bought the distribution rights. But it looks like a Hammer film to me. I'm just trying to see on here. Yeah, it is a Hammer film. Okay, I assumed it would be because they took over after the Universal had their time with the classic creatures. Hammer films went and just kicked it into overload and just did so many of them, and most of them are good. There's some crappy ones, but anyway, this is the Mummy. On the back you can see Christopher Lee there, or sorry, yeah, it is Christopher Lee. And to go with that, I actually have the figure from that film as well. This figure is from Mego, and for a Mego figure, it's actually pretty well detailed. It's kind of creepy. A lot of their figures are sort of a little bit more child friendly, I guess you can say. But this is this is a really well made one. As you can see, like the face looks really good, and some screenshot from the film. But get that out of the way. What am I gonna do first? I'm gonna do the Wolfman first because I don't have as many Wolfman figures as I have Mummy figures. I don't think, or maybe no, I have less. So I'm gonna start off with the Wolfman. And right here I have my Legacy Collection Wolfman with, of course, Lon Chaney Jr., or later on in life, as he would be more commonly known as, just Lon Chaney, to sort of step out of his father's shadow. Lon Chaney Sr., of course, is also a horror icon, and I'll be showing a few of the things, movies he's been in this week, and should be interesting. But the Legacy Collection, in my opinion, is one of the best collections you can get if you're still into physical media. It's got this, and then they got slipcover that adds a little bit more to the picture, and it has all the films in the series. And what are they? The Wolfman, She Wolf of London, and Werewolf of London, and Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman. And Werewolf of London isn't actually part of that same series, I don't think. I think it's its own thing. but it has a different look. And also, I got another one of my classic creature shirts on, and the Wolfman. Oh yeah, the Wolfman is on there. He just it looks a little weird though. It almost looks like the more, I don't know. It just doesn't look like Lon Chaney, and it doesn't look like the Werewolf of London wolf either, which is a different actor. Anyway, so we'll start off with something that has nothing to do with the Universal monsters from back in the day. Just because I always love showing off this toy. It's my Kessler Wolf from NECA. This is just an awesome figure. If you're into an American Werewolf in London, this is something you need to have. It's just so cool. Anyway, I've talked about this so many times, so I'm just gonna move that out of the way. But I do love it. Now he's staring at me all snarly. It's kind of creepy. But so behind me, I got the first Wolfman figure I ever got or ever bought. This is from NECA. This is one of their more statue figures. They come with a base or a background that is usually really well detailed, as you can see. Like the moss on there just looks incredible. And the stones and everything just looks really good. And Lon Chaney as the Wolfman, makeup by Jack Pierce, who also did, I believe, Dracula as well. And I know he did Frankenstein and a few others. Really one of the pioneers of practical effects, practical makeup effects. Um, but this is a good figure. The only thing I don't like is because it went with the way his feet actually are in the film, where he's walking up on his toes. It kind of wobbles, so I actually had to glue his foot down to the on the peg, and then this one I just position it so he kind of sits there. He kind of wobbles and leans over a little bit, but I have him way up on the top shelf, so it's not as though you don't really notice it as much. And also a lot of these bigger figures with the big bases I keep up on the top too, just so they're not taking up a lot of space on the smaller shelves. But anyway, moving on. Another one I got a little bit more recently is the Kenner figure from the 90s. Doesn't really have a lot of articulation. The knees don't bend or anything. It's got the feet in the traditional style. It does have foot like peg holes, so you can freestand it if you have the right size. The arms go up and down, and I think that's pretty much the movement. The head, even at the head, I don't want to force the head, pop it off, but but it's still kind of a fun figure. It's meant to be played with by kids. I just keep it up on the shelf. I bought this at Treehouse Collectibles in Toronto. Great store. If you're ever in the city or you're visiting Toronto or if you live in Toronto, check it out. If you're into collecting things. But yeah, this is Kenner. Not really a valuable toy. I think I spent, given that it's 25 years old, I think I still only spent about $35 on it or something like that, which is for something that's considered vintage or retro at this point, it's not bad. One thing to talk about, I always noticed in the Wolfman movie, especially the first one, when he changes, he's wearing a tank top, and then after that, he's out on the prowl. He's wearing this long sleeve shirt. So it's did he have time to change? I don't know. Maybe he was just smart enough. He knew to put a jacket on before he left. Kind of like in American Werewolf in London. After when he's transforming, the apartment's all brightly lit. And then later on, when they're calling the apartment to try and get in touch with David, not knowing that he's become a werewolf and he's out in the street, the apartment's dark and all the lights are off. So it's like, what happened there? But it's just a funny little. All movies have hiccups, and they're funny. Like they're interesting to find. This is also the Wolfman figure when he's still in human form as Larry Talbot, and this came with the option you can have like the hands and the feet, and you can change him so he's back into the Wolfman look. But I already have a couple figures, and they all basically look the same. So I wanted one of just him as Larry. But this is also NECA. This is a good one. It actually comes with a base. Very rarely do you see this. And I end up having to make a lot of bases, as you'll see in one of the mummy figures I'm going to show in a minute. But anyway, this is a really well figured. It actually does look like Lon Chaney, which is it's always impressive when they can actually do that. Also, kind of looks a little bit like John Larroquette now that I'm actually looking at him in the screen, but it does have a good resemblance. It even comes with the silver cane that he has with the wolf head on it that you can see there if you know the film. It's a little blurry, but well, that's what it is. You can see what it is. Maybe I don't know, but I wanted one of him not as the wolf. I wanted one of him still in human form. Yeah, just to sort of show the contrast. So that's my Wolfman stuff. Still got this frog in my throat that's been bothering me for the last week, but it'll right itself. They always do. So now, after that, now I got to show off my mummy collection. Of course, I do have the Legacy collection version of the film, and it's got shots on the back, and comes with the mummy's hand, the mummy's tomb, the mummy's ghost, the mummy's curse, um, and that's it. A bunch of documentaries, as most of these sets do have, and you can see that this is the part they added in just to make it more interesting, which I think adds a bit to the overall look and appeal of the DVD, the packaging anyway. So I keep drinking that. My throat's like seriously dry. So starting off, I will start off with this one. This is one of the first ones I have. This is from the Imperial collection. I mentioned that in the Dracula video and the Frankenstein video because I have the versions of them as well. And there is a Wolfman one available. I just haven't found it yet. I saw it once years and years and years ago, and I still to this day regret not buying it because then I would have all four of them. But maybe one day we'll see. Hopefully I'll come across it. But it's more meant just to pose. The arms just kind of go up and down. The head swivels, but doesn't really do a whole lot. It's just, cartoonish, just kind of fun looking. But after that, I have one of these other large ones, like the Wolfman. And that's the Mummy. Of course, this was Boris Karloff, who also played Frankenstein and has been in a lot of things. Fantastic actor, really good actor in his day. But it's really well done. Maybe if I change his light a little bit, it might be a little bit better. But it's a really well done figure. It does look a lot like him. It's got like the statue or idol, whatever it was called in the film. This is actually what caught my eye. I was like looking at it on the shelf, and I was like, "Oh, there's a lot of stuff going on in there." And of course, being NECA, it's got like a good base. This one also does swivel a lot. He's not glued to it like the Wolfman figure is, but it is a good figure. You can see the detail. A lot of articulation. You can see all the joints in the knees and the arms and the elbows. So I'm just holding him by the head because he's gonna flop over. And even the painting on the pillar, it looks really good. Definitely one of my favorite figures. Even though the Mummy itself, the film, I like it. It's enjoyable, but it's basically Dracula, only with a different different characters. But the idea is still the same. Lost love, died unceremoniously. Whereas Dracula lived for thousands of years or hundreds of years, the Mummy was reawakened, but still. And then I got this one. This one here is new-ish, about a year old compared to some of my other ones. And I really like this one. This one's really well done, kind of creepy looking, as you can see. Okay, maybe I do need to bring this light down just a bit so it's not flashing light and dark. But this is, of course, also NECA. It's got like the trunk. A lot of detail. You can just see, look at all the bandages. Like, that's like insane how much work got put into something that's just going to sit on most people's shelves as a decoration. You're not even really going to notice the back, but it still looks good. Again, I had to make this base because he's not very freestanding. Would have been nice if this had like a stand like the Larry Talbot figure, but this opens out, comes off, and then inside is this scroll, and on the top of it has some hieroglyphics. I don't know what they mean, but you can see them. So it's kind of bright. It's really hard for me to get the lighting right in this room when this time of year when I don't have the natural light coming in from the sun. So I got to find a different setup to do my videos. I'd like to do them in front of my shelf with all my stuff, but it's just so dark in that area. But anyway, it comes with this scroll here. It's kind of cool. And I just stick that in the trunk because I don't want to lose it. And please lean in. Don't fall. So I'll put that all back together. And then this is my first mummy figure, and actually it's probably still kind of my favorite. But it's got the whole sarcophagus, as you can see. It looks very angry, but it's still really well made. Like it looks like a real I guess, would that be a sarcophagus? Am I calling it right? But there, really well made. And then of course it opens up to reveal inside the mummy himself. And I can't remember I could just read the back of the DVD. I can't remember the actual name of the mummy, but King whoever something or other. But again, it's really well made. This is NECA. It's not posable. It's molded into position, but it still looks really well. You can see all the bandages and everything. And yeah, this is the first one I ever got. I don't even know how many years ago I got this. Quite a while. But I still like it. It's displayed proudly in my collection, in my little museum. But I guess that'll be it for today, because that's all I got in terms of the mummy and the Wolfman. And if you watched it all the way, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And if you want to subscribe, if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate that too. And if you want to hit that like button and comment below, because I do get back to all my comments. And I will, get some banter going back and forth. Talk about the movies you like. Talk about the collectibles you have. If you know more about these collectibles, maybe something I missed, a detail that I left out, please mention it. I'm always happy to learn more. And again, subscribe. I just said all that. But thanks for watching, and until the next one. And if you're going out for Halloween tomorrow, be safe and make sure you have something on you, a flashlight, something just so you can be seen, or at least you can see. Nobody wants to go and get hurt. But anyway, enjoy your Halloween. Well, I'll be doing a video tomorrow anyway, but if you don't see it, enjoy your Halloween, have fun, be safe, and until the next one.